Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing today? Did anything happen while I was gone? Did anything crazy happen between my last episode and this one? How you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How about that episode, huh? I thought it was pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so I'll start here. Let me bring up my itinerary real quick, folks. Um, So I'll start here just by saying thank you everybody, obviously for tuning into the After Problem and in entertaining all my shenanigans with Eric July and spreading that around. I appreciate everybody who's doing that. And as you can see here, we got a little bit to my side here. Thank you. Yeah. I thought it was a good episode too. But before we get into the review for The Biggest Problem 191, I'll give a little preview. We got Isom Knox's grave over here. That's a little bit of a hint of things coming up at a certain point in the future. I don't know. I might fuck around and piss on Isom Knox's grave. I'm not saying I would, because I don't know. That might be illegal or something. It's in Arkansas, by the way. I'll have to check the laws on that one, but I will certainly be pulling up to Isom Knox's grave. I gotta ask him how he feels about his great grandson's behavior recently, and what he thinks of Isom and all the nonsense going on in the Rippaverse. And moreover, I think I maybe need to ask for an apology from Isom Knox. I don't know, and maybe take a little bathroom break at the cemetery there. But that's in the future. Just to keep you guys hooked. The Bunny Man will be pulling up all over the place. So I'm far from done. So I want you guys along with the ride with me here. And hopefully, by the way, exciting news. I should hopefully have a co-host next week. I'm hoping Crimcell. I don't want to put him on the spot because I don't know. People apparently. Crimcell generates all sorts of crazy opinions. He's a very polarizing figure within the biggest problem in Dick Show community. But I'm hoping to get his ass on here because we both look kind of crazy with our gingerness, and we're both big fans, but he's like a mega fan. He's like a mega fan of the biggest problem and all this stuff. So I think we'd make quite the pair, quite the pair. So look out for that. I'm gonna try and get Crimson on here. I know he he struggles with that sometimes getting a job. No offense, Crim. I love you and I want you on here. And I think this is a good productive outlet for us both. But but yeah, I will be teasing. We're gonna do the review, and then I'll be showing my new Eric July pull up. Okay, you guys aren't going to want to miss this. I don't know. Eric might blow his top. The Ripitards aren't going to be happy about this one bit. I don't know if they're going to be more upset about me going to Isom Knox's grave or the pull-up I'm going to be revealing to you guys. And also, I was going to do a whole recap of my Eric July antics, but that's kind of already been done to death by everybody else. I went on Frog Tony's stream and talked about it, so I'm going to make a video breaking it all down and talking about the Twitch stuff and stuff. But yeah, it'll be a video, so it'll be quick, it'll be snappy. Crazy Cat, shout out to you. Thank you very much for all the great editing and all the promotion and stuff, and really just helping me out. I really do appreciate it. So I will I'll get that, and feel free to do whatever you want with it. And that goes for all my content. I don't give a shit. I don't care if my haters use it. I don't care if my supporters use it. Whoever, all my content's free to do. Has what not been shown anywhere else yet? What I'm showing in the stream has not been shown anywhere else. But yeah, what I'm showing later in the stream after the review is a new pull up. It's new. It's completely new. No one except for Riley in private and DMs has seen it. So you guys excited for that? I have a feeling it's gonna ruffle some feathers. I have a distinct feeling that people aren't gonna be very happy with me for this one. The Ripitards at least. But that'll be after my review of the show. So, and come to the Boston show. If you're listening to this, come to the Boston show. I will be there. The Bunny Man will be there. Get a chance to ask me whatever questions you want about the pull-up live in person. But so we'll start the review here. We'll start the review for Biggest Problem 191. Vito starts talking about how he has a retarded get-rich-quick scheme Selling magic cards to Mexicans. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one. Going to some shady site and selling magic cards. He keeps finding new ways to astound me with his get rich quick schemes. It's incredible. I mean, I don't know. What are we gonna come up with next, Vito? What are we doing here? Selling magic cards to Mexicans? Come on, buddy. And then right after that, of course, we get Blackface, Dark Vito, because he's fucking around with his audio and looking at the chat for absolutely no reason. He just can't help himself. No, you don't understand. I have to sell these magic cards and I have to look at the chat. Disgusting behavior. But it was funny. This is a good episode. I love Vito despite how fat and lazy he can be. And also speaking of Vito, he's also a sex pest. I mean, Boston. What did I say? Yeah, but come to the Boston show. If I said another city, I apologize. But yes, I will be at the Boston show. Come to Boston. If I said something else, my apologies. But Vito hit like every single part of his personality here. We got the sex pest, right? With the it's talking about selling feet and how he would convince his girlfriend to do that. And if he was a guy, he's always talking about how if I was a girl, I'd be doing all sorts of weird, degenerate sex stuff, like selling my feet online for strangers to jerk off to. He had that girl suggest doing a live stream, porn stream with him, where they just, she would climb all over his fat and they would like have sex or whatever, and they live stream that. I don't know how he keeps getting himself into these situations. All the pedo stuff, of course, being friends with Mr. Girl, not caring if people think he's a pedo, causing Dick and everyone else associated with him all sorts of other headaches. And then the infamous, if I was a girl, I would totally be down with getting bread for superheroes, like just these weird sexual fantasies that he compulsively shares with us all. And then, of course, right after that, we get Racist Vito, probably my favorite evolution of Vito, whatever you want to call it. My favorite iteration of Vito is when we get the Racist Vito, and he's talking about messing with the Jew cone on the Jew lamps. But I will say, Jews treating God like a genie, that's very funny. That's very true. Based Vito? What the fuck? Based Vito? Yeah, that's totally true, though, because they have the kosher light switches. Everyone knows about the string around New York City that technically makes it their home so they can still walk around the city on Saturdays. Like, modern Judaism in many ways is just figuring out how to trick God like a lawyer. Incredible stuff. So Vito's totally on the money on that. And then, I mean, Vito talking about, oh, I don't have infinite time. How can I possibly make food videos? It's like, bitch, you've been doing YouTube forever. Just drop the superhero shit, Vito. It makes you so fucking unhappy. And I mean, I guess you get views, but I don't think it warrants the amount of time and effort you put into that, especially because you hate it, Vito. Just stop making it. You have the biggest problem as a backup. Like, you're not going to become destitute if you stop making these retarded Star Wars review videos. That, I mean, that the time for that has come and gone, Vito. The time for that has definitely come and gone. Do the fucking food videos. You have insight. You know what you're doing. Get off your ass. Just get one out. Doesn't matter how good it is. Like, you're not gonna release some total piece of shit. So just get it out, man. Everyone watch that. I would sign up for a separate Patreon if that's really what you needed. He's afraid of success. And he has all these mental blocks because, yeah, everybody wants food content. Whenever he talks about the food content, it's the most interesting thing that he talks about on the show. And, I haven't listened to the bonus episode, but his dad ran a fucking Domino's. Make the $5 footlong video, Vito. It's already prepped and ready to go. And I know you basically have the script in your fucking head because all you think about is food. So just make the fucking video. It's not like you've never done this before, Vito. You have the chops. Just get some shit out. But he, just like with Super Killer, oh, I need to make sure every edit of every second is perfect. But this transition does like this, but I want it to go like this. I need to spend 5 hours figuring out which one's better. Vito, just get it out. After Super Killer, get one food video out. How about that? And, everyone, I'm sure people would subscribe to a new channel, sign up to a new Patreon. Holy fuck, you're just leaving money on the table. Because Vito, the ideas guys veto, but for other people. Hey, here's a great idea. Here's Balatro, but I'm going to hire another guy to make it. Hey, we should do animations for The Biggest Problem, but someone else should do that. Hey, Vito, how about stop coming up with ideas for other people to do, and you just make the fucking food videos? The return on the ROI is going to be terrible. The return on investment. Vito, you shouldn't care about that. And here's, buddy, your passion for this will eventually bring the money. People love this sort of stuff. It's perfect for YouTube, which I know you know, but because you're knowledgeable and passionate about it, the money will follow, Vito, and I will pledge as one of the heads of the Bunny Battalion. I will pledge personally to sign up for $10 to a separate Patreon just for food content, Vito, just so you actually get this shit out, okay? But you know, he's gonna be spending time putting half effort into all these other ideas, like the Balatro that won't come out, that doesn't even make sense, the Vice ripoff zine that he's always talking about, that's never gonna come out, Super Killer, which will never come out. You know, we're on 760 days since it's been fully funded, and then Whatnot and getting scammed by Mexicans. I will. Yes, when Vito suggested Dick installing the browser, it's, you know, that's like as bad as him when he started using Chat GPT in the middle of his problem. It's like, wow, Vito, great content. Yeah, I love watching Dick fuck around with a browser extension he's never used before. This is a great suggestion. Like, yeah, it totally messes up the flow, like you said, Crazy Cat. And yeah, it's like, you know, we're just trying to look at this bitch's big titties and have her lecture us about Ghost Riders, and we got Vito telling Dick to fuck around with the browser extension in the middle of the fucking show, bring it to a screeching halt. And then, so the voted up, Too Much Pride. Yeah, I mean, boomers, yo, what's up? What's up, Baki Xaverus? Yo, how you doing? What'd you think of this most recent episode of The After Problem? But, yeah, Too Much Pride. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm so over all this woke shit. Like, we're on the precipice of war with Iran, and all this other shit. AI, the country's, like, is about to collapse. That's true. That is true. Well, Vito tries to talk to Dick outside of the show, and Dick doesn't let it happen. But that's, you know, that's part of the show. That's part of the charm of the show, right? Everything they hash out. They hash out on the show. That's part of what makes it so good. But yeah, we're on the precipice of fucking war with Iran and all this other bullshit. And it's like, you know, I don't really give a shit about gay shit. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's totally boomer coded at this point. I don't care about woke stuff or transgender stuff. It's just like, it's such a distraction from the world, like, falling apart before our very eyes. The Elon Musk problem is, Vito, you're just reading the news at that point, buddy. Like, yeah, it should have been a problem. You're just reading the fucking news. Like, get a freaking grip, Vito. Get a freaking grip. And then, of course, we have Stock Tip Vito. Stock Tip Vito. Hey, Vito, the market has been going up for like the past 50 fucking years. They've been giving out free money to inflate the stock market for the past 50 years. Everybody's winning, Vito. Everybody has won in the stock market forever. You're not special. And once that motherfucker crashes, we're not going to hear shit about it. Once your stocks start going down, we'll never hear about Stock Tip Vito again. Because Dick's totally right. I mean, some people might be able to beat the market, but it sure as shit isn't going to be Vito. It sure as shit isn't going to be this guy right here. Yeah, so, I mean, this is just, like, retarded. But the problems, secret suicide, the battle with depression, I mean, that's good. I agree, but I agree more with his therapy take. Therapy fucking sucks. It's totally for women. It doesn't solve any of your problems. And yeah, like Vito said with his ex-girlfriend, like, yeah, a lot of times in therapy, you get these crazy girlfriends that want to take no accountability, and therapy doesn't help. It just makes things worse and more neurotic. And then Vito going off on a tangent, and he comes around to like the Reddit pro-suicide position somehow of like, yeah, well, everything's just gonna end eventually, so you may as well just kill yourself. And he's talking about getting distracted. Hey, Vito, here's an idea. Why don't you get distracted making food videos instead of using Chat GPT in the middle of the show like you did during this problem to look up the suicide rates? Who gives a fuck? It's not worth slowing the show down to boringly read out your Chat GPT. Launch days, yeah, I agree. Fuck Boogie. He's fat. He has blood cancer in his maple syrup blood. The Band of Losers bit was funny. I do agree. I kind of miss when they had launch days and stuff because yeah, like I don't know. It was just fun to like nerd out with your video game bros and do stuff like that. So I do agree with Vito on that account. Cash only, 10 out of 10. That fucking sucks. If your business is cash only, you should kill yourself. Like what's wrong with you? Credit cards are definitely the way to go. Fuck you. And Dick, 100 thank yous for finally calling Vito out on his pronunciation of Doge. It's not Dogi, Vito. It's never been Dogi. I don't care. And well, Dick's wrong about GIF too. It is GIF, but holy fuck, it's Doge. No one says Dogi. Some people say GIF. No one says fucking Dogi, Vito. Holy. And then yeah, the vanity presses. The Chrome extension was just a disaster. That lady did have big tits, though. I mean, you know, so 8 out of 10, probably my favorite problem because of that, because that lady, we just got to look at her giant hoo-haws. Very, very good content on the show, and, you know, fuck Yellow Flash, he's a retard. That story looks, well, I don't know, his like, comic book story about the Misfit Patriot, that looks retarded, and I'm sure this one's going to be even more retarded about his life, so that's about what I had about the show. I thought it was pretty good, and you know, I was drinking out of my Ray Ray is Happy pull-up mug. Speaking of which, think it's time now that I've gotten the review out of the way. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to get to the exclusive. Oh yeah, Harak, phenomenal. She should stop making YouTube videos and start an OnlyFans. Oh my, I mean, you know, she's a little older, but she could still get it. She could still get it. So, but taking a sip out of my pull-up Ray Ray is Happy victory mug, we'll get to the meat of the show. Why everybody's here for my exclusive EJ pull-up content. So, yeah, yes. Shout out to Ray Ray is Happy. Fucking W mug, W guy. Guys, I was sort of the first Clipperverse Muslim, if you will, in that I was the first to complete what is coming to be known by everyone as the Clipperverse Pilgrimage. And to do the Clipperverse Pilgrimage, which everyone in the Bunny Battalion has to do, okay, you have to go to the warehouse and take a picture, which, you know, everyone's already seen. I've proved my credentials on that one more than enough times. But then you also got to go to Boozy Bird. This is Boozy Bird, where Riley infamously got arrested, and you know, the meetup they had. Boozy Bird, by the way, is just gone. There's nothing there. They were so traumatized by Riley getting arrested at the Rippaverse meetup that it destroyed any future business. But you still got to go there. You got to go to the historic site, and when it gets bought out and used as a Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever, we'll know. We'll know. But after that, you got to go to this next location. And guys, this next location, this is the pull-up. This is the pull-up I've been talking about this whole time. Okay? Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the next stop in the Clipperverse Pilgrimage? Does this look familiar? This should look familiar to Eric July. But if you don't know, this is Casa de Eric July. That's right, guys. That's right, bitch. I pulled up to your motherfucking house, Eric. That's me. The Bunny Battalion is everywhere, Eric. You can't hide from us. You can't even hide in your house in the suburbs, Eric. The Bunny Battalion will pull up anywhere. I pulled up to your house, bitch. That's right. And anyone else in the Bunny Battalion in the Clipperverse who wants to do the Clipperverse Pilgrimage, you too can also go legally take a picture in front of Eric July's house from the street. And, you know, so this picture will pair nicely when I go visit his, oh, I guess that's right. Because I'm going to go to the grave too, but yeah, he already did that first, huh? Casey Jones? So yeah, I guess Casey Jones is the Moses in the Clipperverse universe. Yeah, I know. Dude, Eric hasn't made a response yet, but I know. I didn't realize at the time, but I think I wounded him pretty deeply with that pull-up. I think I gouged him pretty deeply there, which is great. And I I pulled up to your house, bitch. The tombstone is absolutely vital, which, you know, we're gonna get out there around Halloween time, so I recommend anyone else who wants to pull up and generate some content also go there, because yeah, that's where ISOM comes from, right? ISOM, short for isometric, as we all know after the most recent ISOM comic that made that canon, that wonderful creative decision. Yes, Isom Knox, who started it all, who created both Eric and by extension Isom. So you got to pull up there, and I'm not saying to piss on the grave. I'm just saying it would be funny if you did. Don't do that because I don't know legally what's up with that, but it would be very funny. But yeah, this is the big pull up, Eric. I pulled up, bitch. I pulled up to your house, motherfucker. Okay, don't you fuck with me, Eric, because I'll pull up when you're there. Okay, he wasn't there when I did this because I did this right after the second day after I got done with with pulling up at the Fan Expo Center, but and after I went to the warehouse. But yeah, that's right, Eric. I know where you live, bitch, and I'll pull up anytime, anywhere. And so, Eric, you just can't beat me, buddy. Don't fuck with me. I'll pull up to your house again. Maybe I'll fuck around, and after I pull up to Isom's grave, I'll pull back up to the warehouse and your house, okay, Eric? But yeah, that was the big exclusive pull up. Was I went to I can't I still can't believe he got hired by the Blaze. That's insane. Glenn Beck just really, he saw Eric doing hibbity jibbity. Well, you see, African American economics is like this. And yeah, that's incredible that Glenn Beck really saw so much talent in him. I mean, he's not wrong, right? We all love Eric July here. Oh, really? Was he? What was he doing on the Blaze? Was he talking about ISOM, or was it political? Was he still pretending to be a black libertarian even though he campaigned for Obama? I went over all the Eric July lore on Frog Tony's stream. Check that out if you haven't. We talked about the fag bug and Eric getting a felony when he was 15 for assault and battery. I mean, guys, I really risked my life pulling up. I mean, shit, who knows? Maybe some of his gangbanger buddies was in his house here. Maybe they had their sights trained on me if I had approached any further. I don't know. And then the security guards sexually assaulted me. I mean, oh my goodness. I went through it. But yeah, guys, I mean, that was the big announcement for this stream, was that I actually pulled up to Eric July's house, and I hope he sees this at some point. Yes, yeah. Same shoes, different socks, right? Does he even know what he believes? I mean, whenever I hear him talk about politics, it's like the most retarded take you've ever heard in your life. So that's it for Eric July. Buddy, even if you ignore me, I'll pull up to your fucking house. That doesn't work, Eric. You can't ignore the Bunny Battalion, bitch. We'll keep pulling up on you until you're dead. And you have a grave that then we will also go visit, just like Isom Knox. Even in death, you won't be able to escape us. I will be going to my grave to get my apology if you die, Eric. You can't escape. Is she? Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm into Latinas, so you're talking to the wrong guy here. I definitely think she's pretty, because I got that Latin fever, but anyway, I don't want to turn this into a veto sexual proclivities stream, but this is the last thing. And again, I'm gonna try and get Krim on here so I have an actual show. It's not just me reviewing. It's Crimsil. Eric doesn't know anything. I would love to hear him just do a deep dive. Pogs and Asian, many have said this is a sort of sexual dysfunction on my part, but I think I'm the only white guy that doesn't find Asians attractive. Every other woman, I like them all to a certain degree, all the other Pokemon types of women, but Asian women, I know, I'm a white guy, I'm ginger, it should be right up my alley, but I just, I don't find them attractive at all. I respect their culture and stuff, but they're just not for me. I know, very strange, very strange. There's definitely something wrong with me. But this is the last thing I wanted to bring up. Watch out for Krim, though. I think next show's hopefully going to be with Krim, and I think that's going to be a banger. So watch out for that. I think that's really when the after problem's going to go to the next level, when I get Crimsil's ass on here. But yes, guys, I will be pulling up not only to Eric July's great-grandfather Isom Knox's grave, but also to the Steel Toe Morning Show 11th anniversary weekend. I will be there all weekend documenting it, pulling up, making sure Aaron can't get away with his usual shenanigans. And so, I'm hoping that in the same way that when I pulled up on Eric July, it led to EVS and Frog Tony and Dick and all these guys putting their own spins on the video I made and making their own interesting observations and stuff. Um, I'm going to be doing that with Steel Toe, so I'll be there just documenting it the whole weekend, and I'm hoping to see Carl, maybe even get on WATP or something. I don't know, guys. That would be something if I got to call into WATP. But yes, I'll be documenting it and serving it up to guys like Patrick Melton and Carl Hamburger from WATP, and that's the plan, guys. I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, like just you putting all my life force and my energy into doing all this shit. So if you guys have a recommendation of someone you'd like the Bunny Battalion to pull up on, just give me a recommendation. Stut Joe's on the list, and I hear rumors of a Hershey, Pennsylvania Stut Joe show that I very well may pull up to as well. So, do I have some questions ready? Questions? Oh, questions for like Aaron Imholt and stuff. See, here's the thing. I don't know exactly what I want to do because this is going to be a whole weekend. Um, old, yeah. I mean that. Yeah, that could be funny. I don't totally have my game plan yet. I just know I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna pull up to Stuttering John, probably in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Although I haven't totally made up my mind, but yeah, I don't know. That'd be funny. I'll have to figure out what I want to do, cause I haven't totally decided if I want to just document it or if I want to try and maybe engage in some shenanigans while I'm there. But something funny will happen. Content will be produced no matter what. So, but yes, if you guys have individuals you think I should be pulling up on, if you think I should be documenting things and creating content, just let me know. Shoot me a DM on Twitter or whatever. Leave a comment on the video, and that's that. And so yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Come to the Boston show. I'll be there. But thank you for tuning in. I know my shows are short, but we're still getting our footing here. Come along for the ride. You guys aren't gonna want to miss Steel Toe and all the other crazy shenanigans I'm gonna do. And guys, I will be just traveling all over the country, and you will be getting the exclusive moments on my channel, on my live streams that you won't be getting at places like WATP. Keemstar, oh man, that would be funny. I want to pull up on like Boogie, bro, like Frank Hassel did. I want to pull up on Boogie. Keemstar would be funny. All these locale guys. Maddox is number one op. I want to pull up. I want to pull up to Vito's like trash pile next to his house. Apparently, he has a garage just filled with like loose trash that I want to pull up to. That would be very funny. Make Vito freak out about my property. I can't believe you pulled up to my property. But yeah, guys, and watch out for that video of the Eric July debacle, my shenanigans. I will be editing all my Twitch streams and stuff together, and just giving my take in a sort of measured fashion. I think that's better than doing it on a live stream. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got for you. But thank you for tuning in. I apologize for the shortness of my shows, but hopefully with Krim, it'll get a lot better and we'll be able to bounce things off each other. I have high hopes for this show, and stick along for me in the ride. We're at the very, very start, and I have a lot of things planned and a lot of great things. So, you guys will think I think you'll have a lot of fun. Anyone who enjoys this sort of stuff will we the Bunny Battalion, and we're gonna be the most fun part of the most fun part of the internet. So. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to this after problem number 3, and I'm gonna try and make sure Eric July knows that I pulled up to his house. I will be making a Twitter post very shortly about that to make sure he knows, because this is kind of buried in the after problem after the review. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Support Johnny Rockets, buy the Maniac. Yeah, and just have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in, and, fuck Eric July, and, I don't know. Thank you very much. I love all of you guys. Watch out for Crimcell. Alright, guys. Have a good night. I love you.